So here we have everything taken apart. Here's that front plate. I'm going to just kind of pan around here, show you what's going on. I got 4 mounting screws on each corner, one on each corner, and the only thing keeping me from taking everything apart would be this device right here, and that's held in by an E-clip. Uh, I wouldn't use your good watchmaking screwdriver to remove that. Let's get a better shot. Take a regular old screwdriver, there's your E-clip, pop that out and everything should come apart. It's all stacked up. I can't imagine it being super tight. As you can see, it just comes off like that. So here's our E-clip. Right there's the E, because it's in the shape of an E, obviously, in case anybody's wondering. And then there's a washer, it looks like. There you go, a washer. Then the gear comes right off. And there's our wave washer, which provides all that tension like a Canon pinion would. And then it's just a matter of loosening these bolts, nuts I mean, because they're studded. This is a 7mm wrench. They're not very tight. They don't have to be. We're not building a ship here, even though it's for a submarine. Take those off. Here's the last one. If you notice, there are no jewels on the face of this. It's all brass bushing. There's a brass bushing here. Everything is just through the plate as far as any bearings go. And that should lift off. Should lift off. I got no guarantees here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Here's our mainspring, the winder. And let's get a better shot. I just have a screwdriver nudging that arbor through the plate. There you go, it popped a little bit. Just give it a wiggle. Let's come back into the shot here, and the plate comes off. I'll take those washers off of there. So here's the back side of that plate that we just took off. You can see there's various brass or bronze bushings where the wheel axles go through. Okay, easy enough. Back over to the movement itself. There's our mainspring, huge. I do have a mainspring winder and unwinder for this. I'm going to demonstrate that. And here's our wheel assemblies and how everything is placed in there. So because the mainspring is wound down, I'm going to zoom out if I can. I wound everything down. It's just a matter of taking parts off. Now this is about 2 inches in diameter. This is a big mainspring barrel. This thing is huge. This device here, I believe, is a preload for the spring, so you pre-wind the spring and then lock it into that position. We have a washer right there. We're gonna worry about that later. That'll be part of the mainspring service on that. This device allows it to only wind so far and therefore unwind so far. This is an 8-day mainspring. You wind this up once a week, it'll keep going. So there's our mainspring. Coming in here, here's our ratchet wheel right there. And here's our click. And that's held in by a spring right there. So moving along, here is the rest of the gear train. Let's get in the shot, dummy. There you go, genius. and we're just going to take these apart in the order I think they should be taken apart. Like I said, these parts are huge. You don't have to really tweezer anything. There you go. Another wheel. Not sure of the name of these wheels, but it doesn't matter. Everybody knows I don't know the names of anything. And finally, this wheel. This was, I don't know what this was. It doesn't matter. There's quite a bit of gunk on that pivot. Dirt. Doesn't look to be too worn out, which is a good thing. I don't want to have to buy parts for this thing. So there you have the back plate, and if you notice, there's one jewel in the middle. Right there, there's a jewel for one of those staffs. So there we are. We have everything disassembled, and it's just a matter of cleaning up everything. There's a shot of that jewel. Cleaning up everything, reassembling, and getting this guy to tick. And I'll do a separate video on just that mainspring, but in the meantime, stay tuned.